The few charts I'm going to go over today, guys, is probably the most important thing you need to know about the cryptocurrency bull run going forward, because at the time of recording, there's about 30 to 45 days that we expect we should take off, because every single bull run, here's the facts of the matter, and this is what you guys need to understand, looking at a chart I'm going to give you in a second. Every 5 to 6 months after the BTC halving, we get to go to this next phase, and I'll talk about that going forward. So it's very crucial. When I was looking at my portfolio 2 seconds before this video, I was like, okay, am I positioned enough? Do I have enough money that I would like in before this next phase? Because if there is, theoretically, looking at previous data, it's not going to be foolproof, right? It might be a little bit longer, it might be a little bit less. And that's a beautiful thing about cryptocurrency, is we just don't know. But we can estimate, and that's what we're trying to do, and that's how we've played this, bull run so far. We've looked at previous runs, we've looked at narratives that we like, and we just put our money where our mouth is. That's all you can really do. So if we have 30 to 60 days, let's just say, if it takes a little bit longer before the next phase, I want to ask you the question: do you have enough money in? Are you fully protected in all the coins you do? And if you don't, it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work, because it's not going to be long, according to previous data, that we start to go off. So it's very, very important that whatever you're doing right now in real life, collecting that cash, paying your expenses, not going crazy in debt, but everything else you can put in, it would be a great time to put in right now. Now, can we go lower? Absolutely. We can go a lot lower, and there could be one final shakeout as well. That's what a lot of people are saying. There's obviously a case of a black swan event. I don't think you're going to see, though, sub 40k. I really don't think you're going to see that. I think worst case scenario, and this would have to be like worst case scenario, obviously worst case scenario is below 40, but like realistically, I think 45k. I really don't even think you're going to see in the 40s again. But if we do, you know what time it is after that? That is time to sell everything. Because if you're really about cryptocurrency and we get a Bitcoin price of 45, 43k again, altcoins are going to be your best friend, because you know what's going to happen to them? They are going to be so cheap, and they're going to bounce back so hard. So what we need to do, the current moment in cryptocurrency, is more important than ever, because we navigate through these choppy times. Right now it's very choppy, right? It can't make up its mind. Bitcoin was above 60k, and now we're back in the 57s at the time of this recording, so it really can't make up its mind. But people are panicking about a 2% discount, bro. A 2% fucking fall. Yes, it's cryptocurrency, but a 2% in crypto is nothing. That's a random fucking hour on the charts. In the stock market, it's a little bit of something, but you guys know the game. So it's crucial to understand the choices we make going forward, because if we don't, what's going to happen is you're going to waste this bull run. And you're going to have to wait all over again to do this. All the hard work you're doing right now is going to be wasted. And that's what I did in the last run. I got everything right, I read up everything, but I did not take profits. And it's so important, because if you've experienced the pain and suffering of losing money, it hurts, brother. Especially if it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. It really hurts. And I don't want any of you guys to go through that. The goal here is to get you guys rich, so you can do whatever you want. It's the reason why I started this channel. Nobody in the real world wanted to talk about it, so I was like, okay, I've been posting ever since for like 2-3 years now. So we're at a crossroads of innovation, regulation. If I was watching a Twitter space last night, or was it a couple nights ago, with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, if that Donald Trump can win the election, it is going to be good for us. And it's not going to be good if that other candidate wins. So that's what I would urge you guys to do. If you're in the USA and you can vote, you want that guy to win, whether you like it or not. It will boost your bag significantly. He is pro-crypto, and the other girl, or whatever her name is, the second competitor, she is not. She wants regulation, she wants you to be taxed more, and she wants you not to make any money. Okay? That is not what you want. Do you want freedom? You want to be able to go where you want, and you want the country of USA to be pro-cryptocurrency, and especially pro-Bitcoin. Then we're going to be like looking at price predictions so crazy. So it's going to be very interesting once we get to November time, what really is the price of cryptocurrency. And that election is so crucial for somebody like me in the UK. I urge you guys to vote. I really, really do. So why is time so crucial? It's a moment like these in foundations where success are built. So I talked about this chart the other day, but I never really went on it in full proof. So this is the post-halving history, and this is what I was talking about before. If you look at 2016, which is here, okay, you had consolidation for 170 days before this massive breakout. In 2017, I know a lot of guys out there, OGs, that was their first bull run. Okay? Fantastic. If you look at 2020, my first bull run, you know what's funny? It's the same mathematics, guys. You had the same time. The exact same time. Bar 2 days. 2024, and this is really why I say that 5 to 6 months, you're on 129 days. So here's the reality. if you look back here, you had massive drops before they really leg up. Obviously, you had big COVIDs, whoopsie doopsie, nothing really much happening before the leg up. And don't you think it's exactly the same? Just to me, looking at previous history, if you believe in this 4-year cycle, I think there has to be a massive breakout in 30 to 60 days. I really, really genuinely believe in that. Unless there's some black swan event and that takes us down here. But I promise you, what will happen after that? It doesn't matter. Crypto's pro. It's long term. And it is always going one way, and that's up. Especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Okay? And other top coins. Yes, your meme coins, etc. You have to be a little bit careful. But we're long term pro. We're long term going up. So the parabolic phase is still intact. But there's a possible reset. And the curve is less likely. So be prepared for this shit. This choppy shit. Okay? And if you are prepared for that, that is how you win the game. Because as I always say, the volatility that we play in cryptocurrency, which is like, oh, should we buy, should we sell, I don't know what to do, that is the price for long-term riches. Okay? It's not just going to be plain sailing. If it was that easy, everybody would be in cryptocurrency. There'd be no money to be made, right? When you look at most stocks, now excluding Nvidia and some of these AI stocks and even Tesla back in the day and Amazon, but if you look at most stocks now, there's not much volatility. A random day, if something goes down 1%, the whole fucking stock market shits the bed. We wake up with 1% and we're like, oh, okay, random day. We wake up with 10%, oh, random day. If it's anything above 20, that's maybe when people start to panic a bit, especially if it's to the downside. But if you're panicking right now and you're looking at cryptocurrency prices in the last 24 hours and you see 2.5%, Ethereum 2.7%, that's nothing, bro. That's nothing. What that does do is if you have cash, you get a 2.4% discount on Bitcoin. And if you look at meme coins, if you're invested in some of these coins, they're more bodier. And this is just the game. When Bitcoin falls, smaller caps, memes, AI projects, etc., they'll fall a lot more further. And if you wanted to pick up some meme coins or AI coins, etc., that would be a discount. Now, the vice versa is true as well. When Bitcoin starts to go up 2, 3, 4%, you'll see this category. For example, Brett, what happened? If you look at last year, when Bitcoin really started to move, you get movement. All these little pumps are just Bitcoin money flow coming down, okay? Yes, there's some other factors. Brett have been doing a lot of marketing. Regardless of that, that is just how this game works. And if you can understand that there's volatility that you pay for, you're on the way to riches, brother. So, even with all the hype, we skiffed 70k Bitcoin. We still haven't beat the whole crypto market cap of 2021 run. So if you guys haven't seen this, I think this is crazy. So if you look at the last bull run, this is crypto market cap top. We got a market peak, I think, of about nearly 3 trillion, I guess, if you count some wicks, but about 2.9 trillion. Even with Bitcoin kind of beating its previous all-time high, our market cap is only 2 trillion, pretty much on the dot right now. So we haven't even beat the previous all-time highs. Market cap. This is market cap. Understand the difference. But right now, and this is what makes it even crazier if you can really understand what I'm talking about here, there's meme coins going crazy, right? Dog with hat, Brett, what else is there? PopCap, Bonk, etc. Shiba and Dodge starting to go back again, okay? There's more players in the game. There's more coins in the game. So there's more market cap. Even if they're shit market caps, they all start to add up. Because again, if you look at total coins right now, it's 2.4 million plus. Okay, and this is probably inaccurate because coin market cap doesn't list every single coin. You've obviously got the ETF, which is a big one to me. It's like all these ETF purchases, we haven't even came close. We're a trillion off the previous all-time high. And then you look at stuff like the Solana ecosystem going wild. But again, this should be a great opportunity for you because we're nowhere near the previous all-time high market cap. Okay, if you believe, worst case scenario, 5 trillion, peak 25, best case scenario 15, maybe. You never know, there might be a super cycle. But if you believe somewhat in between here, 5 to 8, 8 to 10, market cap, remember, there's a lot of gains still to come, brother. There's a lot of fucking gains. There's a lot of chance for you to get rich. But if you can't handle the volatility, it's not going to be for you. So, doesn't you make the question, at least I was questioning myself, I was like, okay, we're going down, nothing much is happening. It's kind of frustrating. Because like, are we ever going to get there? I keep telling everyone on YouTube we're going to get there. We're never getting there. But again, if you just look at this, we're so far off, man. We're so far off. Historically, like I said, it takes 5 to 6 months after the BC halving for us to see the next leg up. So we've got another 30 to 60 days. Because right now we're at 4 months. And again, you can just look at the bullish cases. Bitcoin's plummeting right now. Institutional investors bought the dip. Goldman Sachs, 400 million in BTZF holdings. Okay? Retail's panic selling. And major banks, institutions are panic buying. Okay, so why I'm really telling you this is, where do you want to be? Do you want to be involved in the retail guys when you're going to be buying higher prices? Or do you want to be with the big guys? These guys always make money. These guys make all the money. Okay? So follow the money. The big money, the smart money. The easy investment strategy is just copy what the big money does. Okay? They're billionaires for a reason. They're not putting 400 million on the line just to lose it. In the short term, it might go down. That's fine. They don't care because they know long term. And you should just follow this because you don't want to be a retail guy buying Bitcoin at 100, 150k, Ethereum at 8, 9k, Brett at what, $3, $4, $5? You want to buy when the market caps are low because if you can do that, there is so much gains to be printed. So a little update video here. All you guys need to do is understand 30 to 60 days, okay, is when we should expect the next leg up. I'm not promising you guys everything, but I'm just looking at, people, what they're posting on Twitter, etc. And I just see this chart and I'm like, okay, it's kind of nice to know that, okay, this is supposed to be happening because we all want the charts to go like this. We all want to be rich overnight. We all want the Lamborghinis tomorrow. We all want to quit our jobs tomorrow. We all want, the holidays tomorrow. But it's not the way this game plays. And this gives us, the beautiful thing about this gives us more time to go and get cash flow from the businesses, from the work that we're doing, from the side hustles, whatever we're trying to do, to funnel more in. Because if we look at it's obviously good to have a goal in cryptocurrency. Your goal might be $1 million, it might be 500k, it might just be 30k. But if we have an extra 2 or 1 or 2 months, you might be able to stretch those goals out. You might be able to really stretch those goals out while still taking profits on the way up and being sensible. And not doing what a lot of us guys did in 2017 or me in 2021 and just trying to catch up at the top. Okay? Because you can put a lot more damage in if you have an extra 60 days to get cash flow in. You can really do a lot more damage, especially if we're coming down, man. That's all I really got for you. Just really understand what I'm saying, guys.